the town crier of Blackpool to make the following proclamation. Your Worship, Mr. Mayor, Lady Mayoress, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all here to the Strand Hotel on this very, very momentous occasion. Believe it or not, today, the 8th of December, tomorrow the 9th of December, is a very, very special day. Tomorrow the 9th of December, 49 years ago tomorrow, a very, very special programme was aired for the first time on ITV, a programme called Coronation Street! 20 years ago today. And Aaron and Jane Long here at the Strand Hotel have kept the memory of what happened alive. And I think that we should give Aaron and Jane a wonderful round of applause. So ladies and gentlemen, can I now respectfully ask you all to make an opening address and tell you about today's event, what is going to happen. Would you please welcome Mr. Aaron Long?
He knows how to make a man nervous, doesn't he?
What did I say to the Queen last night?
I'll talk to my nose. The Worshipful, the Mayor and Mayoress of Blackpool, Councillor Mr. Norman E. Hardy and Mrs. Barbara Hardy, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the Strand Hotel on this momentous occasion. Exactly 20 years ago to the day, Granada Television screened one of the most memorable storylines in television history, attracting viewing figures of almost 27 million people, a figure highly unlikely ever to be achieved again. It was when Rita Fairclough was tracked down to here at the Strand Hotel, where the evil Alan Bradley I'll cut bits out. Unsuccessfully attempted to take her back home to Weatherfield, which led to Alan chasing Rita over the busy promenade, culminating in Alan being run over by the now infamous Blackpool tram number 710. We'll watch a little bit of the TV moment a bit later on. It was to be the most viewed Coronation Street episode of all time, and was recently voted the #1 death scene of a fictional character. Similar plots and characters have been filmed and screened since that storyline, but none of which have gripped the nation quite like Alan Bradley. Such was the conviction in his portrayal of Alan Bradley, many viewers believed in his existence and commemorated his death with flowers and wreaths at the scene where he was knocked down many years ago. With this in mind, and the storyline still being talked about after all these years, it became obvious to my wife Jane and myself just how important the storyline remains to people. In honour of this occasion, we will shortly be unveiling a heritage plaque for visitors of Blackpool and for fans of Coronation Street to enjoy for many years to come, strengthening the already strong bond between the nation's favourite tourist resort and the nation's favourite television programme. But before we go on any further, I'd like to introduce to you the person unveiling the plaque today, the great actor behind that character who had us all terrified all that time ago. After 20 years since his last appearance at the Strand Hotel, please put your hands together for Mr. Mark Eden.
Playing villains is actually marvellous for an actor because they're always the best parts. But I had to put up with quite a bit of stick, especially in Manchester. Most of it was humour, but some of it perhaps not quite. I mean, you know, lorry drivers. They saw me walking along the road. Hey, you! Throw money back or you get that! It used to happen all the time. And one time, an elderly lady hit me over the head with her umbrella. She said, that's what you're doing to Rita. But, I don't know, it's so lovely to be back. It's changed so Don't really know what to say. Well, but I'm pleased to be able to be here.
It's a pleasure to have
Well,
you.
at least you're safe because there's no tram to London.
When they brought trams to Manchester, every time I stood waiting to go across, everybody used to shout, "Watch out for the tram!" And you know, people still come up to me and talk to me about Alan Bradley now, 20 years later. And when I tell them it's 20 years, I said, you know, it's 20 years ago. They say, really? And they can't believe it.
Well, you're very flattered, aren't you, Brian?
Yes, I am. I'm very flattered to be here, really. I don't do that much television these days. I do if they ask me, but perhaps they will ask me. But it was fun doing it. Great stuff. I enjoyed it enormously. And I was working with Barbara Knox, who is, to my mind, one of the greatest actresses in the soap. I mean, apart from the one. Got that in very quickly. Just like to thank Aaron and Jane for inviting me to come here today. I would like to thank my darling wife for coming here to make sure I don't get into any mischief. And I would like to thank all of you for coming here today to support Donna's Dream House. Which, as you know, is a local charity and provides holidays for children. Anyway, enough said. Without more ado, shall we?
Yeah, do.
Don't you worry, you're not in the way there. Just want to get what's in the plaque.
So, ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, your worship, Mr. Mayor, Lady Mayoress, it is now with the greatest of pleasure that I call on Mark to unveil this plaque that will be here for thousands and thousands more people to come and see. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Is he?
I'd just like to make this little presentation to Alan, or I'll say Audrey because I don't know Audrey.